Hey, this is Mircloth, and you are, or I am, in the BGSF Minecraft server in the PvP world once again, because quite a few notable changes have been made. The PvP world is now acting as the server official server test for how the 1.8 map will be like. We call the rules Aldgate style based on a previous map where the main city was called Aldgate. And this is the bank. This is where people will be paying for rooms that have chests. And they can use Lockette in there. That's the only place you're allowed to use Lockette. It's kind of like how my U-store is in Soul Mine, but the difference is that there's a weekly fee. I'm not sure how that's going to be monitored. I know that Bone Monster's on a lot. Most definitely, I think daily Bone Monster's on, but I don't know, it seems like it'd be expensive to me to have a weekly payment thing. I prefer the one-time payment. I think it was something like 400 a week, and it's not BR or VR. That kind of currency method is in Soul Mine only because the multiverse plugin does not allow separate economies or whatever. So they just used in Soul Mine we only used currency in the form of spawn items that are only spawnable. Okay. And this is that one house that we went into, and I threw myself in the lava deliberately. Nothing is safe, apparently. I think that happened after, or before the bank was constructed, because I'm pretty sure that nothing is supposed to be grief to me. Maybe it's right outside, but the only safe place to keep your stuff would be in the bank, is the idea. I mean, you could risk keeping your own stuff in your own chest, but people will be allowed to sneak in and take it. It's a starter housing. It's 200 a week, and that's septums, which is the economy currency, I think, that this server uses. And Bone Monster said that 1 gold ingot equals 50 septums, so that 200 a week would be 4 gold bars a week. That's not hard. I wonder how bounties work. I think I remember reading something that you could place a bounty on someone. I don't recall if you're allowed to place bounties on citizens or outlaws, which is the two factions that will be in the map. Citizens are regular law-abiding citizens. Outlaws are bandits who have broken the rules, but instead of banning them, they roleplay as bandits. It's all role-playing purposes. It's all role-playing. If someone were to actually grief something that, like this bank, they probably would be banned. But things like griefing someone's house is allowed, with the understanding that the people building the house understand that this server isn't for the purpose of building permanent structures. Its purpose is to to roleplay sort of like a destructible environment MMO RPG, which is Minecraft multiplayer to begin with, but a lot of servers have turned off, you know, not turned off, but take measures against griefing, which kind of eliminates the ability to roleplay as sort of a bandit person on a server, and also restricts the possibility to roleplay as a bandit hunter or a regular citizen. So it's not a creative server. It's not for the purpose of building really cool things and then having them be permanent on the structure. It's sort of a glorified PvP, really, with some attempts to balance the server out so that with rules that don't lead necessarily in bans, but with you know, some disadvantages to being a griefer. I think that's really all the show or even talk about. This is, I guess, a relatively short update of the PvP world and the BGSF Minecraft servers. If you thought this was informative, if you liked this, well, if you liked it, go ahead and like the video, and I will probably post more videos tomorrow. Or I will post more videos tomorrow. I may post, I've got several things working, so I will post a video tomorrow. Alright, happy Minecrafting. This has been Mirgoloff. Good night.